Phones off, helmets on. It's time to go to Mars. Well, sort of.
So this program is called Southeast Analog. We are an analog astronaut program, and that means that we are a research project that involves running realistic human spaceflight missions in places on Earth that resemble places on the Moon or Mars. So NASA has a couple of analog programs, but Southeast Analog is pretty unique. It is one of the only programs in the country that will consider applicants, A, who are students, and B, who are under 21. Most analog programs, you have to be at least 21, and for NASA, it's 30 to 50, I believe. It's hard to put on.
19-year-old Sophia Carrico from Georgia Tech is one of the astronauts leading the 10-day mission at Titan Ranch in Vilonia, a former Cold War missile silo turned Airbnb turned living quarters for the crew.
We've been training for about 6 months, and we've done things, virtual trainings as well as in person at Georgia Tech. We've studied psychological effects of isolation, basic life support, CPR, things like that. Something goes wrong, well, we gotta know what to do. This is a really fascinating place. I never knew that this was something that a person could do, to stay in a Cold War missile silo. Very much looking forward to seeing the sun again.
I'm definitely nervous about the lack of communication. Since we're simulating a Martian mission, we're not going to have access to the internet. So anything that we bring with us is what we have with us. You can only learn so much in school, and there's only so much you can do practically. So doing something like this is just really exciting to me, because now I can see okay, so everything I've learned, I'm going to put into here, use everything that I understand, and apply it into these various scenarios.
This is the entrance to our airlock. We'll go in and out through here when we go on all of our EVAs. And our habitat is underground, and so it's about 5 flights of stairs up in order to get to the surface when we do our EVAs. Here is an area where we do some of our exercise for the mission, and we need to do it over here because it's separated from some other areas of the habitat, because if we do it in the main area, the entire habitat is suspended underground by some of these giant springs you can see here, and so it helps minimize vibrations for the rest of the habitat.
Okay, this is the second floor. So this is the girls' room. This is where we sleep, and hence the pink lights that we added. And additionally, we do a little bit of our workouts in here with the treadmill that is over there. But yeah,
this is the secret bathroom.
Hello, so this is our third floor. So what you can see right over here is our engineering workspace where we have our rovers and laptops set up. Over here we have our EVA suits for our EVAs. We have our telemetry, which you can see on the projector, so in case we have mouse, we can figure it out. We have our battery charging stations, so we can charge our EVA suits and rover batteries when we need it. And we have all of our engineering tools and supplies that we need whenever we have to fix something.
This is our kitchen. We keep all of our food here. During the mission, we eat rehydrated food. So Ariella is currently cooking potatoes and chicken-flavored pot pie. Over here, we have all of our desktops and our workspaces set up.
So this is the top floor. This is the boys' room. This facility housed the Titan II missile. So the structure itself was designed to withstand a nuclear blast, and with the crew surviving nuclear fallout.
The team is made up of more than just the astronauts in Titan Ranch. Mission Control is back at the Georgia Tech campus. Shivali Chinani is one team member holding down the fort in Atlanta.
We really want to understand what it's like to live in space. We're really curious to see how so many people from different backgrounds can come together to make something like this happen. Planning it, running simulations, we have people all over across the country kind of coming together, dedicating time out of their busy schedules to learn how to do it, how to talk as a communications operator, how to talk as a flight controller, what are the key terms we need to know, how to make communications more efficient so we're not wasting time.
The crew is also conducting experiments during their simulated space-time. One involves a rover, seeing how well it moves on Mars soil.
Martian.
What?
Over.
If you tilt your head backwards, it's gonna fall.
What happened? What's his name? 2 times. What's his name? Matthew. How did he die? You crushed him. Rip.
Okay, so we just finished the EVA.
Post EVA,
It went good.
very successful. We looked so super cool, and we got a lot of samples. One was accidental. I'm gonna go record it right now.
After a lot of challenges and accomplishments, and more than a week in isolation, our astronauts return to civilization. And the screams say it all,
It was such an incredible experience.
with lots of lessons learned.
I wasn't expecting how hard sleep shifting was going to be. And when you think about it, a soul on Mars is only 24 hours and 40 minutes, which is not that different from Earth. But you would be very surprised that when you're actually living on this schedule, how difficult it is for your body to adapt, especially when you don't have cues like sunlight. One of the things that went really, really well is we had the opportunity to conduct several experiments while on this mission, one of which was called the COTS experiment. And it was run by a university team in Bolivia, and they've developed a planetary exploration rover that we were teleoperating. So we were operating the system here in Arkansas underground, while the actual rover was driving around as we operated it on the Bolivian salt flats. So it was a really, really cool experience, not only to experience what it's like to operate a rover like that, but also to work with a team not only in another state like we are for mission control, but also in another country.
A lot of the food, as Sophie mentioned earlier, was like, it's edible and it is definitely nutritious, but it's not one of our favorite things. So what we started was we started our own dictionary, and we were like, so the barbecue beans are the evil goop and the pasta is the creamy goop. But I'm also really looking forward to see how I can apply these to everything, like especially with the rover project, with how it went. I'm really excited to see how I can use the data I collected to improve it further, and for like future missions and whatnot. And I would love to like see how this mission changed how I look at things now, because now I understand what it's like to be an astronaut, and it was a lot of fun being with all these people. And since we're all going our separate ways now into different schools as well, I'm gonna miss all of them.
But thankfully, cameras still work in space.
We have just gotten so incredibly close, and we've already started planning our reunions. This is the last official time we'll be together for Southeast Analog, but I think the friendships and the relationships that we've built through this program are gonna last for our whole lives.
So long, Mars. For now, Brooke Buckner, THV 11 News.